go up to the bar and get me a sarsaparilla.
Mm-hmm.
Beer and whiskey, sir.
Mint julep, please.
2 whiskeys coming right up. Of course, you guys some whiskey.
The cinnamon whiskey or the rock gut?
For you guys, the rock gut. You guys already know who it is you're looking for and stuff? Freddie's over there trying to push milk.
Ephraim Waits.
I mean, do you know what he looks like?
No, I'll just scan the tables and look at the guy that's got some goons nearby.
You find one. Here's what he looks like. Pete's like, I look for local bad guy, Logan. Yeah, there he is, little punk. He looks like this. And his goons look like this.
And scrolling. Oh, down the bottom?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So he doesn't actually look like a thug as opposed to a rancher or something.
He looks exactly like a rancher. Well spotted, take a card. Yeah, Freddie's version of what's going on and my version of what's going on, very different, Pete.
Yeah. So, yeah, when he was describing about the thing about people kowtowing to him and running the town and that, I thought, oh, it sounds more like a ranch, one of those rich, uppity ranches that you see in movies.
No, I think you hit the nail on the head. Now, he's playing a game called Pharaoh, F-A-R-O. Can anybody tell me what that game is?
Familiar.
Yeah. I don't know if it's a version. I don't think. No, it's not a version. It's a version of 21, isn't it?
Kind of. It's a it's an overly complicated, easy to cheat at Old West type card game that was discontinued, and then they later brought in like the Blackjack, the River, and all that shit. But
it's not like it's Baccarat or anything.
Baccarat is more stupid and more confusing. But no, actually it's less, because there you're just looking for low number cards and shit. But here there's all kind of weird shit. I've read up on the rules once and I was like, why in the fuck did they come up with that? Because they were bored and had too much time on their hands. So anyway, he's playing that. Both of you guys give me gambling rolls to kind of understand what's going on.
Yeah. I was going to have points in gambling, but
okay, so it's a bit closer to poker than blackjack, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they've got some cards. They've got some pretty pictures on them, and they look at them.
Right.
Gambling.
Cool. Who the fuck knows? The kid's getting pretty mad, and he's like, I think you dealed that wrong. And the guy's like, what? No. And let's see, he's berating the Pharaoh dealer. Yeah, this kid definitely, from what you said earlier, he thinks he's top dog in this town. He owns the place, and everybody around him is an inferior, and he doesn't hold back from letting anybody know that. Give me 1860s Burlington lore rolls.
Oh, I've got points in there.
Mm-hmm. Thought you might.
You got points in 1860s Burlington lore?
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Look at the roll.
What?
That is fucking priceless.
Nice.
Right, you recognize this as the 18-year-old Ephraim Watts. He is the son of the, hold on. Let me find that guy's name here, because of course you just know about this.
Doesn't everyone? I mean, come on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the weird thing for your dude is he has no idea how he knows this. And so then your brain starts making excuses like, maybe somebody fucking, mentioned it and stuff.
Really in a book or something, I don't know.
And he is the son of Mr. Quentin Watts. And they own the Bar T Ranch. South of town, and he is his father, not him. This is a young entitled prick. His father is a rather big deal in this town now.
Mhm.
So, right, Freddie, you've been dealing with people who keep coming up and asking you if you're giving away free milk and where your udder is.
Yes, there will be a free milk on Monday.
Oh, shit. All right, yeah. They think this is a great thing.
I'm glad he didn't say, if you wish to milk me.
Pete's mind has gone to dark places. This is the
Yeah.
impact Freddie has
Oh,
had
it-
upon him.
That's right.
Take a card with you.
Yes, yes, I agree. So, what are you guys wanting to do?
What do we want this guy again?
We wanted to watch this play out just to get an idea of what happens.
Okay.
Ah, well, that's easy. You guys watch it play out. Eventually, Ephraim says, "What'd you say to me? You can't talk that way to a Watts." And he pulls out a Navy revolver and goes, "Pow!" And the Pharaoh dealer slumps over dead. The kid, empathy rolls.
Yes. Billy.
He looks wide-eyed and pale, like he didn't think pointing a revolver at somebody and pulling the trigger after he'd meticulously loaded it would actually have this effect or something like that.
He's never actually shot someone before. He's a bit taken aback by what happened.
There you go. And everybody in the bar stops and looks over. And then one of the guys in the crowd yells, "He just shot old Tom. Let's string up that no-good rattler." And the mob starts forming, and then Watson and his 5 cowhand dudes work on getting the kid out of there. He's just kind of like, and he's a little bit of shock right now. He's getting led around and stuff. And they're hustling him out the back. And one of the guys who was like leading the charge against Freddie last time, he looks at Freddie like, "You gonna say the Watts family's great?" type of look. And he goes, "You gonna help us, cowboy?"
I'll deliver free milk to everyone who catches him.
Hooray! Take a card, Freddie. That's a brilliant way of fucking promising a lot and having to do nothing. So they all hustle out the back with his guys who are all armed, covering, and it's taking them longer to get up into a good killing mood for the mob. And by the time they're finally, then like one guy just holds up like a noose because he just spent his time making it. As soon as somebody said, "Let's lynch him," he pulled out some rope, started making a noose, like, "Here we go!" And because that's good entertainment in the Old West, you don't get that every day. And you hear horses galloping off and whatnot. And with the cries of "free milk" and "lynch him," the crowd rushes off out the back door. Many of them soon returning when they discover that the horses have galloped off and they're going away from the beer.
Mm-hmm.
So, but there are some, and then the sheriff comes in. Like you're continuing to watch the thing play out until okay. Later, the sheriff comes in, and a lot of people give the report, and the sheriff looks really troubled, and he's like, "Oh." And then a couple other guys come in. You recognize one of them is the banker, Mr. Alexander. You've seen him in Standard Burlington before. And he still has a ridiculous little hat on in this zone. He likes to wear stupid little hats, whatever fucking zone he's in. Him and some other guy come in, and they're trying to tell the sheriff, "You can't go after him. His family's way too important," and stuff like that. And the sheriff is he's in a hell of a pickle because he wants to go after him. He wants to get some justice and stuff. And he knows he will get gunned the fuck down. And so he lets himself eventually be persuaded against him. Everybody's upset. Now they're angry drinking, and then later fights break out. And that's pretty much how the night goes on. Nobody ends up getting lynched, although they do take out the body, and then it's brought over to the sheriff's office. And are you wanting to continue letting it play out?
Just occurred to me one of the buildings might have been an undertaker's.
Yeah. I'm not even worried about that right now. But
Yeah, that's right. I was just thinking about, they need to take him to the undertaker's. No, there was no undertaker.
Nah, they go to the sheriff's office, and I think you already know why, Pete.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then are you guys wanting to just watch the entire cycle type deal?
So
Are you wishing to
Aeolus.
continue watching it play out or go
just
somewhere else?
while it's playing out, I just had a couple of questions about Aeolus. Did you guys go to the ranch, the Barty Ranch, while he was still here gambling?
No. It was after he
Okay,
did this.
because I'm just thinking.
I'm glad this is scripted. Otherwise, the guy making the news would have hung himself as he tried to do it.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
I'm just thinking that because you were saying that presumably they're all armed up and on alert is because of this whole situation. But if you go there before the situation
We've not
eventuates,
been there before,
it might be an easier way to get in.
possibly. But
they're
they
not
didn't strike me as the, visitors, please come in type.
Well, that's because they were a bit concerned about the son of the owner being lynched and taken to justice when you went and checked it out.
True.
Justice!
Also,
So I think that going there while he's still here before that event occurs is probably the way to get in there and potentially check it out or ride through it.
Just one thing I forgot to mention. Kinley did manage to get himself a deputy badge when he promised to bring him to justice.
Right.
So just thought I'd mention that.
Okay.
By the way, from carefully just watching all this stuff, the scene starts at about 7 p.m.
Okay.
Because it all takes place at night.
We have binoculars.
Yep.
Yeah.
Does this place have a water tower or something like that?
Sadly,
Which
no.
place? Oh,
Water
the
just
town.
seems to appear. Not even sure what's from.
What were you thinking?
Get to a high point and look around for something glowing. If that's what you're looking for.
There's forest around, but the offices of Ajax Industries, I think, is probably a 3-story building.
No, Apex, A-P-E-X, Apex.
Sorry,
Industries.
Apex.
It's significant. It will be significant.
If we get to the apex of the building, so yes.
Yeah,
and then you can become a predator on top of the building, on top of the apex.
That's right.
Yes. So ignoring that. And so looking around with binoculars for something glowing.
Yes, we can do that.
We're watching the body and stuff and see how that's playing out.
Now the binoculars
actually.
The binoculars will be fine during the daytime, but at night they're absolute shit because they don't.
Just more
glowing. We're looking for something glowing.
Looking for something glowing
in
the darkness.
Like a light?
Like the glowing gate, like the hitching.
Oh, I see what you mean. Well, unfortunately, their ranch is a bit far to see from the top of the Apex building because they're way the fuck south of town, like a couple miles.
We don't know where the glowing thing is. It could be this way you sort of look around and see, okay, so you think I can see around this glowing. Okay, no, we know there's no glowing around here.
Well, you guys want to spend the rest of the night wandering around looking for glowy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, we want to watch the body. We want to watch the rest of the scene. That's just an idea.
The other question is, does the fire station have a fire tower? A fire
tower? No, they're not. It's not that realistic here, Pete. You know that.
Okay, that's right. I know. Just on the
It's pretty much they put a different skin on the same buildings because developers can't be bothered to fucking hire people.
It'll give us a high point to watch.
The highest point you can get is like up trees and shit, which is not ideal.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, or you would stand on the rooftop. They have plenty of rooftops, and in front of some of the rooftops are these like really flimsy kind of banister things. So if somebody's to get shot, they'd fall against it and it'd probably break and then let you roll down and fall off.
And they give off the Wilhelm scream when they fall over and hit the ground.
Jameis has the exact same fucking thing I do. I just saw that motherfucker. I bought this at a shitty shop and I was like, I wonder if I can get a better one on Amazon. No, this is all they offer.
Yep.
The rest are like cheap shit plastic and stuff. Amazing. Okay.
So we're watching this to the scene anyway?
No problem. You guys watch the scene until eventually the bar guy rings a bell and goes, last call. And then after that's a couple hours of, quiet town, and then it resets and you guys all wake up.
Whoa. Before the reset.
Because it's like from 11 p.m. till 6 a.m., so we've got 7 hours.
You guys watch the scene until about 3 in the morning, and then you're
okay. So the saloon closes at 3 in the morning, does it?
Yeah.
Okay. Does it have saloon girls?
Of course. We prefer to call them soiled doves or whores.
So before we reset, I need to put all the Moo Cow stuff in another zone, and then come back in the morning and turn it back on.
Damn. You're not really saving much, but okay. Sure, 2 luck rolls and it's done.
Okay.
Just for your trump card. Well, yeah, that, and it takes and give me a horse riding skill, because you have to go different places and shit.
Horse riding.
Where are you riding?
Just around.
He's just doing shit. Right, he's like, protect the signs! Gallops off, and you guys are like...
Yeah, no, basically, I go to the Golden Wattle, I drop off the signs, and I come back.
Okay. No problem. And somebody has hung a sign up, and not in a critical place in the Golden Wattle, and it has 3 words on it that say,
I love you.
That'd be better.
Beware the leopard.
Yes.
I mentioned this to the other 2. Do either of you know what this is about?
Red probably wouldn't. Well,
roll.
James recognizes it as a reference. We're not as the one that
roll for that kind of reference thing.
Let's have a look. Where's my learn? No.
You might have gotten there times 1. You can never fucking tell with your character.
Yeah.
As Jameis is battling Pete to try to see who can get the most fucking write-in skills in one game session. I think Pete's still in the lead.
No. Pete's got that.
Yeah, it's like 7 or 9 or some bullshit.
It was bizarre, the amount I got that session.
I'm sure Pete recognizes the reference too. But...
No. He's like...
Just not saying anything.
So...
Well, depends on if Freddie wants some Vogon poetry or not.
Okay. Well, no, he totally gets it. Okay, so, right. Eventually, Freddie comes back. He makes 2 more luck rolls to see if he can retrieve his sign without breaking his trumps. And it turns out that he can...
I only did 1 luck roll because I jumped back to McKay.
Oh, jolly good. Do you have McKay's card, or does McKay have McKay's card?
I'd borrow his.
Okay, got it. You're right. He's back with his fucking signs and his stories of signs. Signs and stories of signs is what this brings to you in the morning.
All right, fellas, you saw what happened. So now that we have that information.
Yeah. It's next day. Oh, by the way, you've all got cowboy clothes, and then in the thing, the clothes that you bought the other day, they're fucking gone. But you've got the appropriate cowboy clothes, except it also includes chaps, spurs, bandana, cowboy hat, which probably is bowler at this time period, because cowboys wore the fuck out of the bowler. They did not wear cowboy hats. Who knew?
You can be the doobie gang.
Pretty much, yeah. They had less fashion sense then, apparently. So, right, you're all together in the bed and breakfast, eating the same goddamn breakfast as always. Same plates, too.
All right. Are either of you any good at driving a carriage?
What's it? What is it?
What would that be? Medium, small, medium, primitive?
Medium, primitive, land.
No.
Say medium primitive land. No.
Okay.
Base.
In Jonas's case, that may be a success.
Well, why do you?
Well, because I'm thinking one of the ways we could potentially get onto the bar T is I go get my clothes from the embassy, my good clothes.
Mm-hmm.
We get in a carriage. Somebody drives us out there. I say I'd like to have a meet. I'm interested in buying some cattle off some bar T cattle.
Mm-hmm.
Get them to show us around because I'm dressed in the hoity-toity clothes.
I'm sure we can ask someone to drive us.
Yes. After all, I'm sure they'll be able to drive a carriage properly.
We have no hope.
But yes, just off the top of my head, a potential way we could get onto the property and get shown around.
If you're that kind of you'd probably be riding a horse anyway. If you're going to be any kind of a rancher that's going to know about cattle, you'd be a horse.
No. I'm not a rancher. I'm a businessman.
You want to invest and buy some cattle.
I want to, I'm a city person who's come out here to look at, getting cattle taken, meat taken to the city or whatever, some bullshit. I don't know. It's just a whole thing of just the front. Big rich person comes out, gets shown around, type thing.
We can always try a base. I'm sure it'll be fine.
and actually, you could be a representative of the Moo Cow industry, and you could be wanting to get some cows to get some premium milk. And I could be one
cows there, or is it a horse ranch? Is it a cow ranch or a horse ranch?
We don't actually know.
No.
It's always best to milk a mustache.
You can milk a horse, but you might not get the product you want.
No. The fact that they've got cowboys would indicate it's livestock as opposed to grain.
But you can always ask the owners of the breed and
Oh, you seem to. Yes, we can ask the.
I mean, honestly, we can go.
Eugene and what are their names again? I can keep forgetting it. Eugene and Doris Cook.
Yeah, you can always just ask them what they know about Barty. Yeah. What do they have out there?
Yeah.
What do you know about the Barty Ranch? What can you tell us about the Watts family?
Yeah, we go downstairs and ask them.
Mr. Cook.
Oh, we're having breakfast. So, yeah.
Happy Friday.
Are you familiar with the Quentin Watts, Mr. Cook?
Oh, at the Barty Ranch?
Yes.
They raise cattle.
Cattle, okay. Meat or dairy?
Gosh, I hope so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They look a little confused. They are not really great conversationalists, you remember.
No, they're not programmed for that in-depth, yes, so you know. Thought I'd ask.
Mm-hmm.
Is there if we wish somebody to drive us about, is there somebody we could hire to drive us around in a carriage?
Oh, I'm sure there is.
Do you know someone?
She says, she looks at you. Gosh, I hope so. More eggs?
Sure.
I'm sure we can find one, okay?
Yeah. Otherwise, we just go with horses.
Mr. Cook says, many people own wagons here.
Thank you, Mr. Cook.
Yes.
Logan, how old do they look, by the way?
About
Whatever the picture, I'm assuming.
Yeah, like what, mid-40s or something?
I don't know. How old do you think they look? There's a
That's
bitch.
my laughing.
I don't know. 102. Jesus.
Oh shit.
Right here. Here's their picture. Look at those people. Look at those faces.
Hold on. Yeah, okay.
See? 102. I mean, yeah. Together, maybe. I'm guessing 30s, maybe.
So, Mrs. Cook, Mr. Cook, are you planning on having kids anytime?
Oh, no. No, no. No. No, no, no. More bacon?
Yes, please.
You get a piece of bacon. Will you be staying tonight?
Yes.
All right. They take away your bacon and your plates and stuff like that
Mm-hmm.
and go about cleaning up.
Right.
So we
You
may
appear
want
to
to check out
confuse
what's
them.
in the lake as well at some point, as well as the Barty Range.
Yeah.
The lake, sorry?
Yeah. The small island in the middle of the lake with the odd structure on it.
Oh, yeah. We've been out to that I've been out to that in 1950s Burlington, and it's a five-sided tower in ruins. Two or three of the walls are still standing, but it's pretty much in ruins. And from what Aeolus has said himself and some others have been out there in this time.
No. 1950. Not in this time.
I thought you said you had been. When I asked you, had you been out there and checked it out in the Wild West? I thought you said yes, you had.
1950s, not Wild West.
You were making things up. I'm with Alex on this. You were making it
Okay,
up.
I believe you. No, sorry, I misheard you then.
That's why I brought it up, because I knew that.
Obviously, Pete has gotten tired of Freddie's misinformation and is now making his own.
That's right. I agree with you there that we haven't checked out that island to see, so we could do that this morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or you go scouting around or whatever.
Or both.
Yeah. I first of all, I want to go back to the embassy.
Okay. And do what?
And
see if Darius and Claire have turned up.
Okay.
As he attempts to distract himself away from the current thing.
Give me a trump.
No, I'll use my own trump.
No, I need to pull you back.
Yeah, I'll give you my trump. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. We'll wait for you here. Call us if you need us.
Yes.
Jesus, can't you people break a fucking Trump from time to time? Right. You go and you see an extremely relaxed and happy looking Darius and Claire. They're delighted to see you, and Claire does the kissing on the cheek, and Darius pumps your hand like he's expecting well water to shoot out of your mouth, which unfortunately it does, and it's very awkward. But you know, he just keeps slowly pumping the hand while she washes. No, anyway, but
yeah.
No, you guys have a really nice get together and stuff. They seem super happy about something, but what was it you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, so I want to talk to them in private, as in without the guards around, etc.
Done.
All right. So a couple of things. So you were successful in your vampire hunt?
Who spilled the beans, says Claire.
No one.
They just look at you.
They
look at each other. Oh, but they both say at the same time.
How would Owood spill the beans?
He probably tried to store an arcana in his fucking head to keep people from putting things in there, and it fell out, is my guess.
Owood is in here. How would he spill the beans?
Right. Sorry.
No.
Katar Balar. Sorry. They knew his name. Logan didn't. They don't bring up Obed. It's too painful.
Actually, it was somebody from my group mentioned that there was something weird going on, and I put 2 and 2 together.
and you came up with fucking vampires? I see why you are the ambassador.
It's St. Louis.
Yes, well,
anyway,
I guess you already know about the Hellmouth that opened up in the Shermer area then.
Not the Hellmouth specifically. I know about.
Oh, forget I said
Australia.
anything.
Yep, I know about Australia having issues.
I've never heard of anything like that before. The weird thing is they can't seem to find New Zealand, and some of the people from New Zealand were on vacation. At first, when they were like, "Hey, nobody can find New Zealand," they were like, "Yeah, that's normal." And
so, has Europe and Asia split?
No, but Australia seems to be getting covered with some sort of fog or smoke from fires. They're not sure which, but they're having like weird lightning storms that are taking place there.
Okay.
We're very worried.
All right. So, a couple of things quickly because the others are waiting back.
Also, the Prime Minister did give the briefest message ever on TV. We watched it. It was very traumatic. He said, "Run, motherfuckers, run." I'm not sure what he meant by that, but it was very emphatic.
All right. So, from the top, first of all, in amongst various messages I had, it looks like someone accidentally on purpose left a note in regards to some spying information that was happening in Gothic.
Whoops.
So that was quite interesting. In relation, look.
Give me empathy rolls, or just one empathy roll there. I'm trying to wrap through this quick because the other two.
Yeah, I know. Same here. That's what I'm trying to do.
All right. They're looking at you in a very calculating way, and you're thinking definitely by accident on purpose. And they now know that you know, and you know that they know. And
yeah. Anyway, so look, I trust you two.
They give you a group hug.
So I'm assuming it is something that either you are running or it is something that you have somebody running for you.
We have to protect ourselves from everybody else.
I completely understand that.
Including a lot of the guys that are...
I completely understand that. Now, one of the things I talked to you about a while ago is the fact that I can teach Doras shape-shifting.
Do you think that might be more dangerous for us, or do you think that...
So if you are intent in continuing along the path with doing that sort of thing, it would be a valuable skill set to have for those individuals.
Can you teach it non-Doras also?
No, unfortunately not. Not that I know of so far. I'm trying to work out a way of doing so, but I've not yet worked out a way.
All right.
So if there's people if there's any of the Doras in your group that are involved in the spy ring, shall we say.
Would you like us to organize a class?
Pardon?
Would you like us to organize?
I'm offering the opportunity to...
Yeah, they get a briefing on some of the stuff it can do, and being that you were able to change into yourself, they think that'd be a really hard disguise to pierce, so yes, they're in.
Yeah, good. I thought that might be useful to you.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd offer it.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm assuming with stuff going on with Frisco and stuff, I think sooner than later we really need to look at trying to find a fallback place for everyone.
They think that's a great idea.
Yeah, so I've spoken to Kator about it just to ascertain whether or not how people are still feeling about that sort of thing. So, still want to go somewhere. So, got an idea of what sort of location to look for. Assuming that he's actually knows what other people, what you guys actually believe where you want to go.
Okay. By the way, Pete, the only problem that you've got with teaching them shapeshifting is you realize they're going to have to go through the avatar form and demon form, and those are pretty
Yeah.
traumatic things for.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I will explain to them about that there's a couple of monstrous forms you have to go through and develop.
I'm sure that nobody will go permanently insane from that sort of thing, they assure you.
Hence why you need to make sure it's people that you believe are capable of handling it and you trust.
I'm sure that none of our spies who spend a long time in the fields under incredible duress have any kind of PTSD that would flare up.
Yes.
All right.
It's
any other major talking points? They're happy to organize an entire class.
No, I think that's probably it. Yeah. And is there? Yeah, I suppose the only other thing is there anything else I can do to help you?
Find a fallback place for us. Great.
Yeah.
Do you think that New Burlington would be a good place for us to fall back to?
Kator hasn't told you about the Viking running around.
He said it's one sleepy Viking or something.
He causes anybody within 10 meters of him to pass out. He's already killed Mildred.
Well, I'm sure she
angered
him.
No, he seems to be after any Doras.
Oh. Okay, so let us know when you've dealt with him, and we could use Burlington as a fallback. Perfect.
Yeah, as I said, there appears to be multiple layers to Burlington. That's what we're doing at the moment. We're trying to look at some of the other layers. One of the other layers may actually be a better fallback position than the primary 1950s Burlington.
All right. The guy looks at you and he goes, "Have you killed Freddy yet, or at least given him a major injury?"
Well, he still doesn't have a hand.
Well, it's a start.
Have they told you about the ridiculous costume he's currently wearing?
Yes. Yes. We want to see it. Can he dance in it? Get him to dance for everybody, and we'll assemble everybody to watch the cow dance, and we'll get a band together.
I can certainly try. He's
you're the ambassador. You can do anything.
Yes. Yeah, he's getting some interesting reactions in the Western version of Burlington, I can tell you that.
They just shake their heads and say, is he working for Moo Cow milk? Ha ha ha. They laugh thinking
that's what he's saying as a way to get people to accept it.
God damn it, works. They say. They're intimately familiar with the old Burlington.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, they got nothing else for you.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah. It was just to basically, quickly deal with that.
You call Freddy on your mystical bracelet of, "Hey, Freddy," and you get sucked back into the adventure.
Yep. All right, and blah.
Cool. I'll give you back your jump, and...
Thank you.
So
yeah.
And he blows you on your new upcoming cow dance.
Yep. I think it'll build better goodwill with the people for you.
I mean, I'm happy to try, but can I get backup dancers?
I'm sure a couple of the others will be willing to give you a backup dance.
I look at Webb.
I wasn't talking about our group. I was talking about some of the refugees.
Reb didn't look like he was against it.
If me and Kinley are ever around, I'm sure he'd be up for it.
I'm sure he would too.
I'll do it then.
I'm thinking that he will kill anybody who gets in the way of him getting one of these fucking outfits.
Probably. Anyway, all right.
By the way, you're free to post about this outfit thing if you want on the boards.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's go.
Yeah, do you want to go to the ranch or the lake first?
Lake first.
All right.
Okay.
My understanding at 7 p.m. when the fight goes out, so.
You've got plenty of time between now and then.
Before we go to the lake.
God damn it.
Since we need a way to get to the island.
Mm-hmm.
You can swim.
It's big.
Can we manage to do it?
The lake is like 5 kilometers across.
2 kilometers to the fort.
I was sort of looking at just swimming distances, and you can probably just do it in an hour with rests even. So you've got decent swimming.
If you're a decent swimmer or a strong swimmer, otherwise you will fucking die out there.
Yeah. I'm a professional swimmer.
Oh well, maybe you'll live.
Oh well, okay. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to swim, out there.
Yeah,
I mean, alternatively, just hit a boat.
I just imagine Reb going, I can swim out there, and they're like, great, and cut to it shows Reb swimming, both of them guys standing on his back. Swim faster! He's like, you said you were a professional. Come on! My feet are getting wet.
So what? Do you have one of the titanium waterproof? Sorry, the carbon fiber waterproof cases for the trump cards?
What?
That's a no.
We need to get you one of those. I had several made up specifically so that people could get them.
Do you want to go to the embassy and get one for him?
Can you double check to see, because if you swim out, then we need to. Then you can then use say the trump of me, a trump of Freddie, so that we can then go to you.
Yeah. Or yeah.
Well, if you had a trump of me, you could also just contact me and I can pull you through.
That's right. But do we have a trump of?
So I've almost created Ellis Wade one of me. I don't know if you still got it or not.
Oh, it won't work anymore because
right, yeah.
Unless it's a true trump, it won't work anymore.
It's not.
No, because the whole.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Those are still on. Oh wait, no, you took them off, didn't you? Gills? Did you take off? The gills are like stupidly big and obvious. So, if you don't take them off, they cause sand loss to everybody around you.
Bring it up. I just assume I got rid of it at some point.
Pardon? I missed what you said.
You got rid of it.
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't need to roll to get rid of it. So yeah.
Cool.
We could do a sketch trump of him.
Yeah. I can do a sketch of him. That's fine.
We'll both try and do a sketch trump of you.
We still need the case.
No.
No? Oh, sorry, yeah. Because we'll pull him. Yeah, okay, cool. Yep.
Yes, we call him and he pulls us across.
But it's still something nice to have, though, eventually.
Yeah, we'll organise it. I just mean we don't need to do it now.
All right, sure, let me...
Because I need to check to see if there's any left in case everybody's taken them.
All right, Reb, stand still.
Yeah.
He immediately moves.
No, I'm really going to the thinker pose.
All right, there you are.
God damn, he's good. Holy shit, you got 105 and create Trump?
Yep.
Yeah.
What
For some reason.
the actual fuck?
Yep.
And
then...
Hey.
Managed to do it.
Okay.
So we've got two.
Cool. All right, so how do you want to get to the lake?
horses.
Everybody give me their horsing riding skill.
I made mine earlier, so I'm fine.
You have a 60 or better in that, Mr.
No, I mean, I literally
59?
made it. Literally made it just now.
Okay.
He rolled it on the assumption we were going there.
Yeah.
Great.
Until I said, hang on a minute, how are we doing this?
All right, and all I need is one from McKay, and McKay gets on his horse, you guys start riding the lake, his horse sprints off in a completely different direction with him on top of it.
Can you go get him?
It's running like, yeah, freedom! And McKay's just sitting on going, well, I'm going fast anyway.
Yeah.
It just runs, it's running off.
You can't. I can try and chase him down, but
McKay, just jump off.
Give me a riding roll to chase his ass down. McKay's just sitting on there going, well, maybe eventually.
I will be trying to steer the horse.
Yeah, the horse completely ignores your commands and runs off. And and then Reb loses him, and it's all up to Freddy.
Just jump off the horse.
He screams at you as you disappear over the horizon.
I'll jump off the horse.
Give me either jump or acrobatics to decrease the amount of damage you will take.
Can you please? I've got to decrease my hand.
Very good.
Me too.
Hold on a second.
What's that one?
I'll just casually, super fast.
That card. And I will
You walk your
discard
horse in
Happy
that
Holidays
general direction.
again. And then play a jump plus 20 card.
Oh, nice.
And
I will pull out the damage table, look at my damage matrix. The horse is like, freedom!
I'll make my jump roll.
Hooray.
And then I play my another card to ruin Logan's fun.
What?
I play cat jump.
God damn it. Roll a D3 on yourself. Ha-ha! He says, landing. I was going to have a fucking bell cactus and all that shit.
Yeah. Let's say ruin Logan's fun.
You just go
slash RD3.
Slash.
You should set up your macro dice thing. That changed my life for the better.
There we go. 3 points.
There you go. You take 1 real, 2 stun. The horse continues on, and eventually it leads other horses against the cruel human. Oh, and then it hits reset. Oh, well. Anyway, but it continues off. Eventually, Freddy walks, like after an hour or some shit, Freddy cautiously walks up his horse. He's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And the horse just walks in circles around because Freddy's not very good at this either. He's just walking in circles, and Freddy's just sitting on it going, I can't make it stop exactly where I wanted to, but it'll keep going in circles here, and that's close enough for me. Reb eventually manages, Reb's coming on foot, pulling his horse after him. Like, come on. The horse is like, I don't want to go. I don't want to go.
I hold out my hand towards McCain and I say, hold on, let me patch you up. I don't actually need to touch him for this, so... Yeah,
I thought you had to go by and like eventually hit him on the head as you're passing. Maybe you do have to fucking touch him, huh?
No, I don't.
Think about that? Oh,
yeah, you're fully healed.
Okay.
Thank you.
Right. Your horse continues going in circles. He's got his horse by the reins and it's like shaking its head like meow, meow.
All right, McKay, do you want to ride with me? Do you want to ride with me, McKay? And I'll...
Sure.
Yeah.
His horse is continuing to go in a circle.
I stopped the horse.
It's not fucking stopping. Give me a ride roll.
Do you want a dexterity maneuver roll to?
No, I'm fine.
Like to grab the saddle and do the whole swing up behind him.
Yeah, if you want, just do that instead, so that way he doesn't have to stop his horse. Right, McKay pulls you off of the horse, which freaks out your horse.
I'm going to spend a hero point
no,
on
you
that.
don't need to. It's fine. I have a reroll. I have a reroll.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I need to give you a card.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
I'll play the reroll.
You pull Freddy onto this fucking bell cactus that had been set up for earlier shit, and he lays there, and he goes. Murr.
Skill.
He's got his fucking sandwich board.
There we go.
Oh, okay. He's up behind you, and the horse looks rather surprised, like he's gotten fatter. It's just kind of looking around, and then it starts walking back. It keeps going. Now it's going in a circle around Jameis and his horse.
Reb, come on.
Yes, let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
No problem. Eventually, Reb manages to get on his horse and just hold on. You guys walk your horses out to the lake. You really feel like you've rapidly lost control of the whole horse riding situation ever since fucking McKay's horse showed them that freedom was within their wicker. And...
Right. Okay.
Because nothing's ever easy. You arrive at the lake. There are no boats around it. There is, wrong one. There is no dock. There's no road leading up to it. It is all untouched nature. And it looks like that, bottom of the page and to the left.
Yeah.
About 2.5 kilometers out there. Reb, the water looks like it's going to be a little bit brisk. But
that's what we forgot to do. We should have gone to the general store and got a thing of bear fat to smear him down with.
Nothing can beat a greased kiwi. So
that's right.
Reb, I believe in you. if you start to drown and need help, hold up 2 fingers.
Reb ties his horse to a bush. And he goes, yeah. The horse is like looking like, and it's trying to get to the grass, and its leaves a little short and just gives up.
I'm gonna tie my horse as well.
Okay. Yeah, animal handling. I'm just curious on it.
And
Yeah, same bush. It shows the horses nose to nose, and neither of them can get to the grass. And they're just like,
down, and let's see how many hero points I need to spend.
I'm watching.
Okay, give me an endurance roll, as it is a long swim. Lower
I'm
is
watching
better.
him with the binoculars, by the way.
Yeah, same.
It just shows you guys sitting there. It shows like the old cyanide happiness thing where it's like 2 guys with binoculars and they both have hard-ons. It's like, yeah, look at him go, and his clothes are laying there. Right, he swims out there like he does this, and he arrives and he's like, yeah, it's a long fucking swim.
Look around, make sure there's nobody near us for watching it.
No.
Just the horses.
All right, who's going over?
Yeah, the horses look at you guys with hatred.
Who's going over, me or you?
Both of us.
How are we gonna get back?
We trump back to somewhere else, or we don't. You can go over if you go over, and I'll wait here if you want.
Okay.
You see them sitting there discussing something in the distance.
No, you go over, because I'm gonna miss something, and I don't want to hear anything from you.
Fine.
True.
I was going to give you my magic glasses to take with you when you go over, but if you want, I'll go over.
Fine. I know what to do. Give me the glasses. I'll go over.
Here you go.
And you know that he will miss some shit.
No, it's all right. Reb's there as well.
Yeah, I like how you trust the newer Reb rather than the been around forever Freddy.
I'll go over.
All right, you're getting a trump call, and at the same time, all 3 of you begin to feel like a migraine coming on.
The fuck?
What?
What'd you do?
I stopped the call.
Okay, the migraine continues. It begins
around.
to slowly ramp up. You don't see anybody around.
What the? I'm okay, my head hurts.
Yeah, so's mine.
I call.
You guys all begin hearing like a high-pitched keening in the distance in your ears, type of like.
I'm gonna call the Reb and just pull him over here. I don't want him to be stuck over there.
Okay,
you're being on the island might be better for us.
You're having trouble concentrating as your vision's swimming a little bit as you're going through intense pain as you're starting to stare at the card, Freddy. Give me a willpower roll. Lower is better to concentrate enough to make a call.
By 2?
Fuck this. I've been through worse. I have my arrow in my head.
If we collapse or something, we're probably better to be collapsed on the island where there's 2 kilometers of water.
Fine, pull us over.
Fine. Is there anything glowing nearby?
No, but give me in order to pull them over, I'm going to need a willpower roll from Reb because you are also starting to go through more and more pain and whatnot. Always match the ×5 button, sir. What is that in math terms? Anybody? Is that ×5?
That's ×5.
Right. He barely he pretty much just, as he's collapsing, he reaches out his hand and pulls you guys
almost
over.
×4, yeah.
And you guys are now all on the island.
I would have had his clothes in a bag.
Mm-hmm. And Pete, go ahead and give me your willpower roll because I know how the R's are doing.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. You sink to your both him and Reb have sunk to their knees and are holding their heads like they're getting ready to split open. And Freddy's standing there, and those guys aren't seeing much. They're like going, gee. And Freddy, as you look up, you begin to see like weird bluish lightning in the sky, and it looks like some of the clouds are kind of being swept by the wind, and one of them very briefly takes the shape of a unicorn's head, and you can see like out of the eye, you can see wispy clouds and stuff coming out of it, and in your mind you hear, "What have you done?" And we end the session there as the credits begin rolling. So, end of mission. Cliffhanger. So.
Oh, damn it, I lost my Moo Cow costume. Oh, wait, no, it's still with me. Oh, is it?
Aren't you wearing it?
Yeah, I am. Okay, cool. Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah, you didn't run this time, but soon.
The more interesting thing is going to be, where do I start tomorrow?
Yes. First off, anybody have any good ideas for a title for this session for cards?
Drink Moo Cow. Can you take us over to the thing?
Moo Cow mascot.
Good.
Also, like...
Clem's red pills.
Ooh.
Everybody grab a card. Anybody have any others that they really like the sound of?
Fuck your couch. Everyone just wants to cards.
I can't call it fuck your couch. Okay, and before I end the recording part, does anybody have anything to say to the audience? Jameis, have you got anything? Freddie? And Pete.
My brain hurts. My brain hurts. My head's stuck in the cupboard.